Welcome to Chapter 2, Section 2, Circular Flow Model and Global Economies. So we're looking at Objective 11 today about the circular flow model. So the circular flow model visualizes how all the interactions occur in a market economy. The two key decision makers are the households, which are made up of individuals, and businesses. So let's look at the circular flow model. All right, so as you can see, it is circular in nature, right? All right, so we have several different things on here let's take note of. We have businesses, we have households, and we have the government. So for an example, the government provides services to the households. And in return, the households pay taxes to the government. Businesses provide goods and services and income, because they hire people, to households, and households make payments to the businesses, but also our resources as the labor. The government makes payments to businesses and provides services to businesses when they purchase things as well. And then businesses provide goods and services and also taxes to the government. So you can see it's circular in nature. The market for goods and services is called the product market because all three of those, or two of those, businesses and the government, they have to buy the resources to make those goods and services. The market where businesses buy the factors of production is the factor market. So the product market is any time where you're going to buy goods and services. This is the market that you know. You go to the grocery store, that's your resources. The government and the businesses, when they buy their factors of production, their land, their labor, they're going to go to the factor market. So here's our IMO question. Although the circular flow model may not impact my daily life, something I learned from it is, why don't you pause the video, go ahead and write that down, and I'll be back in a minute. Welcome back. I'm not sure what you wrote down, but hopefully you wrote down that you saw that there was an interaction between businesses, government, and households. Possibly that's what you wrote. Okay, so let's talk about Objective 16, Modern Economies in the Global Age. So today, the mixed economy, and I hope that you're thinking to yourself, well, a mixture is when you put one or more, or two or more things together, so that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. One important trend in modern economics is a change in ownership. So sometimes things nationalize, which means you change from private ownership to government ownership. So the government takes over. If you can think about it, the national government, so it's nationalizing it. The national government takes over ownership of that. And anytime you see public, you need to think government. For an example, I am a public school employee, right? The schools are funded by the taxpayers. All right, to privatize means to change from government ownership, so it's going the other way this time, to private ownership. This is happening more in developing nations, although it occasionally happens in the U.S. and other developed nations. It doesn't happen very often in this country, but every once in a while the government decides that they don't want to take control over something, so they let the private sector or the businesses purchase it. One way to help privatize an industry, and hopefully you're thinking to yourself, privatize means going from the government ownership to private ownership. An industry is to open it up to foreign investors. This kind of economic tie between nations is an example of, did you guess global economy? We do have a global economy. That means that it's really tough to just have one country being self-sufficient these days. We rely on countries for everything. If you check the tags on your clothes, I bet none of it was made in the United States, or if it was, very few things you own were made in the United States. A global economy is all the economic interactions that cross international boundaries. Why don't you underline that? All economic interactions that cross international boundaries. Businesses engage more in foreign trade than before and depend on foreign products and markets. All right, so that's where we get into imports and exports. Imports are when we are getting stuff from other countries shipped to our country, and exports are when things are exiting our country and going to other countries. So if you want to look at the prefixes, we have exports, exiting, imports if you want to think coming into our country. All right, so first IMO question says, one reason I feel that we have an increasingly global economy is because, so think back to what I just told you. And the second one is, an example of my participation in the global economy is, all right, so pause the video, go ahead and answer these questions. Okay, welcome back. I hope you were able to put answers in for both of those. One reason I feel that we have an increasingly global economy is because, maybe you put down because of the internet and we have accessibility to products we never had before from all over the world. And then the next one, an example of my participation in the global economy is maybe you buy products from other countries. Whether you do that on purpose or not, it's really hard to avoid that. All right, so let's check for our understanding. Let's remember the process. We read through the question, the answers, we get rid of two, and then we choose our answer. All right, number one, mixed economies. A, are the least common type of economic system today. B, often emphasize one type of economic system or another. C, typically retain traditional production methods and local markets. D, tend to be found in agricultural areas. Why don't you pause and get rid of two and then come back to me. Welcome back. Let's see, did you get rid of maybe D and C? And then did you choose B as your answer, often emphasize one type of economic system or another? If you look at the mixed economy that we have some government regulations, but for the most part it's a market economy. So it does emphasize market over the command aspects of it. Let's look at number two. To nationalize an industry, so let's think back to our notes. So you should be thinking back to up here, right there, nationalize. An industry is to A, change from control by local government to central government control. B, place economic interactions that cross international boundaries under government control. C, limit an industry to doing business within a country's borders. D, change from private ownership to government or public ownership. Why don't you pause, get rid of two, and see if you can come up with an answer. Welcome back. Did you get rid of B? Good job. And did you get rid of C possibly? And then did you choose D as your correct answer? So changing from private to government. And if you look back up here, from private to government. Okay, you did a great job on this section. We'll see you in the next section.